Hello, hello, hello. Good evening and welcome to a special stream, dosto. Because today we have someone who represents Manchester United passion in a completely different way. हर मैन यूनाइटेड फैन की एक स्टोरी होती है, लेकिन बहुत कम लोग अपनी स्टोरी दुनिया को दिखा पाते हैं। हम लोग क्या करते हैं? मैचेस देखते हैं, चिल्लाते हैं, रैंट करते हैं, डिबेट्स करते हैं, कभी-कभी लाइव स्ट्रीम भी कर लेते हैं। But Shanmukh, our guest today, he picked up a pencil and sketched his way to Old Trafford. He doesn't just celebrate moments, he preserves them. From his first Man United drawing to interacting with players like Dallo, Bruno Fernandes. Yes, he has got a reply from Bruno Fernandes. Can you believe it? जिनको हम टीवी पे देखते हैं, he has interacted with them personally. And then walking into Old Trafford as a fan, as a creator, and as a symbol of Man United's passion. Today, we are going to explore that journey. So, Shanmukh, welcome to the stream, mere bhai. Good evening. How are you?
Hello, Shashi. I'm good. How are you, brother?
All good, all good. How
Thank
are
you
the
for
vibes?
the very kind introduction, yeah.
अरे
That was beautiful.
बनता है भाई.
Very kind of you.
It's your debut on the stream. I had to make it special. And
Yes.
by you, by all means, you represent what a Man United fan is all about. You're carrying your passion, not just football. कि हम तो देखो हम सबका passion होता है United, but you have taken your passion, mixed it with Manchester United, and you got featured by Premier League India's page, by Man United. And भाई मैं एक चीज पे बहुत jealous हूँ that you have received a reply from Bruno Fernandes. So
It wasn't a message. I mean, he dropped a comment on one of my artworks. एक
भाई
दिन DM भी आ जाए तो अच्छा
जिस
रहेगा.
दिन ये हो गया ना ये कि ब्रूनो का रिप्लाई आ गया पोस्ट पे आई विल टेक अ सबैटिकल फ्रॉम क्रिएशन एंड आई विल चेरिश दैट मोमेंट कि हाँ भाई मेरा हो गया है नाउ आई हैव मेड इट
I mean, he is actually pretty active on Instagram. I've
यस
seen him comment on other like reels and posts as well. Like if you tag him, and my reel didn't get a lot of views. It was like 15K views tha. So he probably is looking at like content in which he's featured on. Then maybe one day he will drop a comment.
I'll sit down today itself and tag him in all the videos, all the comms that I've made for him. I hope he sees
Yeah,
that. But anyhow,
yeah,
bhai, it's your story today. I really wanted to speak with you on this platform because जो लोग देख रहे हैं chat, शानमुख से मेरी बात तकरीबन साल डेढ़ साल से हो रखी है across different platforms. कभी हम ट्विटर पे बात करते थे. Recently we got connected on Instagram. And I've been following his work मतलब काफी पहले से. But I thought कि यार अच्छा होगा you come on the stream, share your journey because maybe who knows you might inspire your next Shanmukh on this stream itself. Because कई लोगों के पास passion होता है, they don't take it
yeah.
up to a level where you have taken. So just wanted to bring you along, share your inspiring journey from the horse's mouth. And yeah, भाई take it away. When did it all start? पहले drawing आई life में या पहले United?
Oh, that's a good question. Firstly, thank you for the kind words and giving me the opportunity to share my story. It's always good share करने के लिए story, and then there are we'll be surprised to know there'll be people similar to me or also pursuing a craft or something on the side, and they also have a passion for a football club, preferably United. But how it started for me, to answer your question, Shashi Bhai, is to be honest, drawing was the first thing I fell in love with. That's the first memory I have. I mean, long before football came into the picture, I was
Okay.
probably maybe 8 year old kid when I started drawing. We used to have this, beginner's guide of drawing and shading and sketching. जो घर पे बैठ के I used to, draw and practice. And both my parents used to draw as a hobby as well, and they were pretty
अच्छा.
good at it. So I guess some of it must be genetics. So I really enjoyed drawing. And then school mein I was always decent at it. People would come around and see कि ये क्या बना रहा है. They would be really impressed. I mean, I was decent at it for my age. And even art class my teacher would be like, what is this guy working on? Then I knew I was
और ये
decent at
किस
it. Then
स्टैंडर्ड से किस स्टैंडर्ड से did you start this?
this must have been like third, fourth, fifth.
Oh
So
wow,
start हुआ था. Yeah, yeah.
nice.
I mean, उस age के लिए I was good. I'm not, I mean, तभी it was. Now looking back, it won't be as good, obviously. But उस age के लिए I was good. And then sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, I used to continue doodling in class. Science के diagrams जो बनाने होते थे ना, I used to like really enjoy
उसपे तो
doing
अच्छे
all of
नंबर
that.
आते होंगे यार तुम्हारे
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
I was 10 on 10 always. I
Hmm.
used to love drawing all those diagrams and yes, so I used to always doodle in class. So around I think seventh, eighth standard, um, I started drawing portraits
Hmm.
of footballers. I remember I drew one Ronaldinho ka portrait. I mean, wo
Oh,
kya,
nice.
I drew that in like 30, 40 minutes. Now I still have that drawing and it looks really bad, really, really bad. But
Do
I've
you
just
have it
kept
in the
it.
room? Do you have it in the room
Uh,
right now?
Actually, I do. Hang on. Give me 1 second.
Sure, sure, sure. दिखाओ. Hi, defective bhai, क्या हाल चाल? Thank you for the comment. Hi, Sanjay bhai.
So, and you have
डिफेक्टिव
a
ये
nice
लास्ट ये
community.
लास्ट में ग्लोट ये लास्ट में ग्लोट करेंगे. अभी शानमुख को स्टोरी बताने दो. ये अपन लास्ट में ग्लोट करेंगे.
Oh man, this is going to be embarrassing. But since you asked,
Hmm.
look at that.
Nice. भाई it's recognizable भाई. It's recognizable कि
It is
हाँ रॉनी यहाँ पे.
recognizable, yes. I'll take that as a win. And then guess this guy. I mean, naam likha hai, but you might recognize this person.
टोनी मार्शल.
Yes. So this was back
Yes.
in 8th, ninth standard.
Hmm.
Then 2017 में,
Hmm. ओ मिकी.
you know this
यार
guy. Yeah.
बहुत डिसअपॉइंटेड है
So
यार मेरे को इससे. इतनी हाई होप्स थी
yeah.
कि ये बंदा क्या ही करेगा यूनाइटेड में.
And then this was 2019.
ओह पाउलो डिबाला. नाइस.
Yeah. So you can see probably 2015 से फुटबॉलर्स ड्रॉ करने का कीड़ा चढ़ा था एंड यू कैन सी
हम्म.
थोड़े यूनाइटेड प्लेयर्स भी बनाने लग गया था मैं.
हम्म.
But then I went to college and stuff. Then it dropped off massively.
ओके.
Right, exam ke preparations and college, all of that. And then lockdown happened 2020.
हम्म.
So I was tired of watching movies and shows all day. मैंने बोला इसको बंद करते हैं. I think I had always wanted to get back to drawing
हम्म.
because I really enjoyed it, drawing portraits and footballers. So मैं बोला I have no more excuses. Let me start drawing now.
एब्सोल्युटली.
Start drawing portraits of footballers. And I was just as a fun little experiment. I started following some artists on Instagram who would do football art.
हम्म.
And I was like, maybe start karta hu. Let me just do it on the side. And I just had this random delusion कि भाई 5 साल इसको मैं लगातार करूंगा and then देखूंगा क्या होगा आगे. So
हम्म.
I gave a commitment to myself कि I wanted something fun to do on the side outside of work. So then this was back in 2020. Then I was doing my internship. So I just started drawing, and I think I have the first few drawings with me. This is 2020.
बड़े भैया.
Cristiano. Then again, so back to back, I started drawing.
हम्म.
Um, this is Messi. Then Federer banaya tha. This is all like
ओह
old
नाइस भाई.
drawing.
दिस इज वेरी
So
गुड.
thank you. So oh ये दिखाना पड़ेगा.
ओह.
This was just when he signed for us, 2020 man. So
राइट.
so within that COVID period, I got decent at drawing because I was drawing every day. Like रात
हम्म.
को I used to draw late nights. So 2020, I started drawing. I started getting better at it with each drawing, right? And then September of 2020, Man United का एक podcast होता था तभी lockdown के time. David May, Helen Evans, and Sam Homewood.
अच्छा.
They used to like have a United podcast and sometimes bring on players from the past. I think Ebra was there and a few other players.
हम्म. हम्म.
So I used to listen to that all the time when I was drawing. So I just thought कि I like listening to their podcast. Let me just drop a thank you email or something. तो मैंने
हम्म.
उनको email किया उनके podcast को and then I just shared a few of my artworks saying कि this is what I'm working on when I'm listening to you every day. So then immediately, I think the next day, United ka social media head, back then it was Nick Speakman, he reached
हम्म.
out to me on email saying, "Ki, we
अच्छा.
love your work. We would love to feature your work sometime on the page." So they scheduled a call with me. So
ओके.
I met with one of their editors. So he was saying, please do share any drawings you're working on. We will share it on our platform. करके. So
हम्म.
this was late 2020. So the
ओके.
first drawing they shared, I think, was of Van de Beek that I had done, Donny Van de Beek.
हाँ.
So that's when they shared my artwork for the first time, 2020, 2021. So over the years, they've probably shared my work, I think 7 times, 6, 7 times at least, across Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok.
Mm,
Um, so yeah, all of that happened. 2021, say 2021, I started my job full time. I graduated from college,
mhm,
but this was always going on in the side, evenings and weekends. 2021, I started like selling my work on Instagram and Twitter.
mm,
And yeah, 22, 23 was when it sort of clicked, and I was starting to sell more of my work, not
mm.
just in India, around the world. This is
I've
a
seen
world
that.
map.
I've
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
that.
yeah. So right now, I mean, fast forwarding to 23, 24, 25. 25 was when I arrived at a conclusion to go all in with
Mm,
my artwork.
mhm,
So June of last year, 2025, was when I quit my job to do this full time. We can talk about that more. But so those 3, 4 years were crucial for me in like just building my audience on Instagram, Twitter, getting featured by United, Premier League, India, and selling my work to over 15 countries where now I have collectors and clients. A lot of them United fans, a lot of them football fans, some cricket
mm.
fans. So yeah, that's how I got here.
So do you get like tailored requests from people? Like let's say कि मेरे को क्या बोलते हैं ड्रॉगबा पसंद है for that matter. So draw me
Yeah,
a ड्रॉगबा daily. Do you get these kind of
yeah,
requests as well? Okay.
yes, I do. Right now it's mostly obviously United fans because that's what I started drawing. So more United fans follow me, and that's what they request me to draw as well,
Mm,
as
mm.
per commissioned projects. But yeah,
Nice.
that's how it is. So I either create my own original artworks, which then I later sell, or someone might request me um, to draw someone or a moment that they really like, and then that
Mm.
I would do that for them.
Very nice. And when did your love story with United start?
Oh yes. So I grew up in Mumbai. I stay in Bangalore now, but I grew up in Mumbai. Um, So late 2000s May, or rather mid 2000s, I started watching football first. I remember I was fascinated by Kaká initially for
Mm,
AC Milan and Brazil.
mm,
That's when I started liking the Brazil national team. Also, I had got an AC Milan kit because of Kaká, and my first school football team jersey had number 22 because of him.
mm,
But then, so I remember watching 2006 World Cup. I mean, I must have been 7, 6, 7 years old. I have memories of the World Cup. But after that, late 2000s, May, so I grew up around a lot of football fans and Manchester United fans in Mumbai. And they would all gather and watch it on TV. So maybe शुरू हो गया था देखना कि what is this obsession with this team in red that they are all watching. So yeah, I just started watching that along with them, and then towards late 2000s or early 2010s was when I started liking the club more. It was gradual, mainly because of people around me watching it, and then I started out of habit watching, tuning into United games. So early 2010s May, in fact, towards the end of Sir Alex's reign was when I actually started religiously following United. So I don't even have vivid memories of celebrating United lifting the Premier League title. So I'm
mm.
still waiting for that experience one day. But around that time is when that fascination developed, and ever since then, it's just been growing more and more my love and passion for the sport and Manchester United. When you learn more about their history and everything, no. So throughout then school, may it started, becoming more of a fascination and tuning into every game, every match, whether it be late night before exams and all of that. So that's how my love for the club started.
And do you remember your first match that you saw of United?
I don't remember my first match, but I do remember. A couple of I mean, I remember Van der Sar very clearly.
Mm,
Just him in goal, knowing that he's going to stop every shot on goal. There was some, I was really, I enjoyed watching Van der Sar because that was my first really exposure to a goalkeeper. And I saw that
mm.
goalkeepers are like diving like top right, top left. Is that how goalkeepers, is that what they do. They're like flying everywhere. I remember watching Van der Sar and midfield of Fletcher and Carrick,
Yeah.
Evra, Bedichrio, Rooney, obviously. All these players I have memories of. I don't have like a first match that I go to. But
Mm.
then Rooney was someone who I started, admiring more and more because he was there through the transition also,
Yes.
towards the
Yes.
end of Sir Alex and then carrying on into Moyes and then Van Gaal.
He was the one who stayed
Yeah,
back and
yeah,
saw our
yeah.
transition from, like you rightly said, Sir Alex to Moyes to Jose to even till Van Hal. He was there.
Yeah, exactly. I think I mean, him and Carrick were there under Jose as well, no?
Yeah. Yeah. They
Were they the
under
last two players? I mean, De
under
Gea
Van
was
Hal
there.
as well. Van Hal as well. They won the FA Cup together, no? Carrick and Waza.
Yeah, I mean, Jose happened after Van Gaal, no?
Jose, yes, after Van Hal. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So even they were there even for Jose. They won the Europa League together.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Um, yeah, I think that De Gea was the last person to leave United from the Sir
From the Sir
Alex's
Alex
squad.
era, yeah. That guy
Yeah,
Ten Hag. He really gave us two heart attacks together. First of
yeah,
all, letting De Gea go and then replacing him with Onana. Anyhow, we'll not go towards
yeah,
bald Dutch managers tonight. It's about your
yeah.
story. So I'm guessing the era in which you started following football, Wayne Rooney was that obvious
Hmm.
legendary figure that we still had at the club. So was he your
Yeah.
first United hero, or just like you mentioned, how you were fascinated by Van der Sar?
I think hero, I would say Rooney still,
Mm,
because he was one constant um, who I saw. I mean, towards the end of Sir Alex's era, and then he becoming captain. So I have
mm,
really strong memories of what I used to have Rooney as my wallpaper everywhere on my computer and all of that. So Rooney was someone, especially because I mean he I would say was a big part or a big reason of me continuing to watch United
mm,
because he sort of he felt like the spirit of Sir Alex is still present in him. When I would see him running and chasing down every ball, even as like a relatively older player, it felt like I still have some essence from the past. So yeah, Rooney would be my player that I enjoyed the most
and have you drawn him
growing
yet?
up.
Waza?
I've drawn him how many times? A couple of times.
Okay.
One of his bicycle kick, obviously against City,
Mm,
and another one from a later game in the Champions League after Sir Alex, which is right here, which was signed by Rooney. Actually, I have a signed print by Wayne Rooney.
oh, oh, he has signed up.
Yeah, yeah.
Now
I'll
this is
see if
second
I
thing.
can show you. Do you see it,
Yes, yes,
vaguely?
I can see that. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So
Very nice.
that's a print. I mean, I didn't meet Rooney, but a friend had contacts who
Mm,
could reach Rooney at DC United when he was manager.
mm,
So he was kind enough to get it signed for me. So yeah, this is one of the drawings, and then the bicycle kick, I think. Yeah. And actually, I'm working on one right now of
mhm.
his debut.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
Champions League game, the hat trick one,
correct.
which he
Yes,
had
yes, yes.
committed.
His shirt was
Nice.
torn, and
Yes,
that
yes,
one.
yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm
Uh,
working on that.
he was in a way like destined for United greatness from the very beginning.
Yeah,
And thankfully, he fulfilled his potential and he did not choose to leave United when there was a time where Chelsea were very
um,
close to signing him. There was a fallout between him and Sir Alex. But glad he stayed back. He
yeah,
became that leader and that legendary figure after that when Cristiano left.
yeah,
Had Rooney left, I think our transition would have been pretty dire. Well, like, even Sir
yeah,
Alex would have struggled to go out on a high. But because it was
yeah.
Rooney who stayed back, we could
Mm,
sign players like Van Persie and others. And he
yeah,
was that constant figure. He was keeping us alive in the Premier League for some
hundred
years.
percent. Yeah, 100%.
When did you decide to build Man United as your core project while you were doing all your sketch work?
It just happened naturally, yeah. I mean, during COVID, I mean, we didn't have a lot to do. So, and I obviously was a big United fan even in 2020. So, I
Mm,
would just wait for the weekend so that I could watch United play because that was the only highlight. You couldn't go out right? You couldn't meet anyone, so I used to always look forward to watching United.
Hmm.
And naturally, I I was more inclined to draw stuff that I resonate with personally, which means something to me emotionally, whether that is Bruno or Rooney or Roy Keane or De Gea or whoever, right? Players I look up
Hmm.
to and I admire. So naturally, it was very natural. And for me, it was, I mean, when I started, it wasn't even to like sell particularly, right? I was just sharing my work to connect with United fans. It was my way of doing a live stream, let's say.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
you create content and do live streams and talk about United. For me, like that was my channel. I just knew I had the skill for drawing.
Hmm.
I just use that as a medium to connect with fellow United fans on Instagram and Twitter around the
Okay.
world. So, and that was a big motivation for me because then people would see, people would share, and then the club would share a couple of times, and then I'm connecting to more and more United fans, and then obviously once I developed an audience around United, and I mean obviously because it is uh, the club I love the most, so it was sort of natural. I mean, at this point, I'm open to drawing, other clubs as per request. United will
Hmm.
always be part of my catalog, but I will continue to draw footballers from different eras, different clubs, different nationalities. Even step outside of football. I've been doing some cricket lately. I plan to do F1 as well.
Hmm.
So yeah, but I do want to stick to sports because that is something I grew up playing myself. I played table tennis and football throughout school and
Yeah.
college. So I've always loved sport, watching it, playing it, and that's something that I'm passionate about, right? So my artwork will always be around sport, football or
Have you tried
Manchester
cricket
United.
yet? Have you tried cricket yet?
Yeah, yeah, I've done a few drawings. I've done a Dhoni drawing of him hitting the six
Hmm.
for the 2011 World Cup.
Hmm.
Then I drew a Kohli piece after his 50th ODI century. This was
Okay.
in the
World Cup
uh, World Cup
23,
23.
23 World Cup,
Yeah, 23
Afghanistan.
World Cup. And yeah, and then recently I once our women's team won the World Cup. So
Hmm.
I made a piece of Jemima, Harmanpreet, and Smriti.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'll be doing more of cricket as well. We देखते हैं if we manage to win this
हाँ,
T20,
चांसेस
which
है
we
देखो
should, I
टी
think.
टीम तो है अच्छी अपनी, नो डाउट।
Yeah,
वो
yeah,
सुपर एट हो सकता है थोड़ा ट्रिकी बिकॉज़ यू हैव टू गेट आउट ऑफ द ग्रुप एंड यू आर प्लेइंग 3 गुड टीम्स आई वुड से साउथ अफ्रीका
mm,
है, वेस्ट इंडीज है, जिम्बाब्वे भी ऑन देयर डे कैन सरप्राइज लाइक वी सॉ विथ दैट ऑस्ट्रेलियन गेम। बट या बिकॉज़
yeah,
सिंस यू रिसाइड इन इंडिया और जितना भी हम यूनाइटेड की बातें कर लें, द हार्ड ट्रुथ इज़ दैट क्रिकेट ही अभी भी एक ड्राइविंग फोर्स है जब आप स्पोर्ट्स की बात करते हो इंडिया में।
yeah.
सो इफ यू लाइक डाइवर्सिफाई इन क्रिकेट एज़ वेल वो बहुत आई बॉल्स तो मिलेंगी फॉर श्योर एंड लोगों
Right.
को शौक है
Yeah,
यार। देखो अगर मैं अपनी
right.
एक छोटी-सी स्टोरी बताऊँ तो राइट फ्रॉम
Yeah.
माय चाइल्डहुड आई हैड अ fascination कि मेरे को अपने दीवार पे फ़ोटोज़ चाहिए। तो उस समय
Hmm.
वो क्रिकेट सम्राट और स्पोर्ट्स स्टार आते थे मैगज़ीन, ठीक है? तो
Right, right,
उससे
right.
उससे
Yes.
कटिंग करके उनके पोस्टर्स मतलब मेरे दीवार पे जगह नहीं दिखती थी वॉल देखने की, इट वाज़ जस्ट फ़ोटोज़, फ़ोटोज़,
Really?
फ़ोटोज़। हाँ, अभी
Wow.
मैंने मैंने अपना यूनाइटेड कॉर्नर का वीडियो भेजा हुआ था
Ah,
तुमको,
yeah,
तो
yeah, yeah.
वो एक यूनाइटेड कॉर्नर में
Beautiful.
डेडिकेटेड है। तो वही
Yeah.
जिसको एक बार फ़ैसिनेशन रहता है ना, उनका तरीका
Ah,
भले ही बदल जाता है, बट
yeah.
दे लव टू सी कि एक हो आपकी दीवार पे। आई जस्ट शो एक
Yeah.
आई हैव अ
Yes,
ब्रूनो
please.
वन इन माय लिविंग रूम। आई या दिस इज़ वन
Oh, lovely. Ah,
गिव मी
okay,
अ
it's
मोमेंट।
done.
यस द
Nice.
स्टैंड
Beautiful.
एंड देन देयर इज़ अ होल डिफरेंट सेक्शन द वीडियो दैट आई हैड सेंट टू यू। उसमें
Yes.
तकरीबन आई थिंक 17-18 पोस्टर्स हैं।
Yeah, yeah.
तो
Beautiful, man.
फ़ैसिनेशन तो
Looks
रहता है, अच्छा
amazing.
लगता है
How
स्पोर्ट्स को
how
आस-पास से
did
देखना।
how did your fascination with United begin, if I may ask?
श्योर सो आई स्टार्टेड फॉलोइंग यूनाइटेड इन 2005 वो
Oh
रैंडम ही था
wow.
मतलब आई डिड नॉट
अच्छा.
प्लान कि फॉलो
हाँ.
करना है एक दिन चैनल सर्फ कर रहा था एंड यूनाइटेड
हम्म,
वर प्लेइंग एंड फॉर सम रीजन माय चैनल स्टॉप्ड कि देखते हैं क्या है
हम्म,
उसके पहले
हाँ.
आई हैड नो इंक्लिनेशन कि फुट मैं आई यूज्ड टू बी अ क्रिकेट बफ टेस्ट मैचेस में
Okay.
बॉल बाय बॉल देखने वाला ऐसा फैन था
Oh my God. Okay.
फुटबॉल देखा तो उसकी इंटेंसिटी समझ आई यार कि दिस इज अ वेरी फास्ट गेम आई एम
Yeah.
लविंग हाउ द टैकल्स आर फ्लाइंग एंड एवरीथिंग
Right.
देखा, आई गई हो गई बात। फिर 1-2 हफ्ते बाद आई ट्यून्ड इन, फुटबॉल आ रहा था, लकीली यूनाइटेड ही खेल रही थी फिर से। तो
हाँ.
वो सीज़न मैंने ऑन एंड ऑफ देखा कि हाँ, ठीक है, ये टीम का मैच
Okay.
इस टाइम पे आता है, तो कभी चेल्सी का
Yeah.
देख लिया, कभी किसी का देख लिया। फिर
हाँ.
2006 वर्ल्ड कप हैपेंड, दैट इंग्लैंड पोर्चुगल गेम, जहाँ पे क्रिस्टियानो
Right. Right.
हेल्प्ड
Right.
रूनी टू गेट दैट रेड कार्ड।
Right.
फिर पूरे कमेंटेटर्स वगैरह बात कर रहे थे यूनाइटेड की। देन आई वाज वंडरिंग, भाई
हाँ.
गेम पोर्चुगल इंग्लैंड का, दिलाया
हाँ.
क्रिस्टियानो ने, मिला रूनी को, ये मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड की बातें क्यों हो रही हैं इतनी? तो उस समय जितना भी स्लो इंटरनेट होता था, उस पे सर्फ किया, तब पता लगा अच्छा
Yeah.
मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड इज़ अ थिंग। फेल इन लव
हाँ.
विद द क्रेस्ट देयर एंड देन। And then 2006 onwards, I have been following United. It's been almost 2 decades now. I have
Wow.
missed just 2 games in this 20-year span. So this is how the fandom has been growing up.
No way. I, it is crazy. Wow, you must have missed out on like birthday parties, events,
I don't go to
like
events. अगर
office.
यूनाइटेड वाला मैच है तो वो है।
Oh man. Oh, lovely. That is
My
awesome,
wife
yeah.
is sitting my wife is sitting in a corner and she's like कि हाँ हाँ, तूने मेरे ही इवेंट्स पे सबसे ज्यादा फकअप किया है यूनाइटेड के चक्कर में, बट हाँ भाई ये है।
Oh, man. Yeah,
तो
it's difficult for others to get it.
आई
बस
आई नो
fans
आई
को ही
नो
समझ में आता है.
आई नो आई
Yeah.
नो। So, Shanmugh, which was the first full-fledged United sketch that you had made? मतलब not born out of passion कि हाँ अब इसको मुझे build करके I have to show it somewhere, चाहे वो किसी भी प्लेटफॉर्म पे हो या यूनाइटेड के लिए ही बना, यूनाइटेड के ऑफिशियल हैंडल के लिए, पीएल इंडिया के लिए बनाना हो। That first full-fledged complete Manchester United sketch.
I mean, the Bruno artwork I showed you, yeah, I
Hmm.
think that must have been the first drawing of a Man United player I did, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I mean, technically Cristiano ka banaya tha, but the photo was taken from when he was in Real Madrid or Juventus, I think. So
Hmm.
I'm not going to count that. The Bruno one that I showed you, that is still on my Instagram. If you keep
Hmm.
scrolling all the way down, you will see
Hmm.
that drawing. It's still there. So I think, yeah, that was the first one. This was back in 2020, so it wasn't a great artwork as well, but
Hmm.
it still counts as my first one, I would say.
शानमुख एक दो कमेंट्स लेते हैं बीच में, हमारी चैट भी आई
Yeah.
थिंक दे आर इंटरेस्टेड टू स्पीक विथ यू। भाई स्लिदरिन ऐसे सरकाज़म करते हो यार भाई, मतलब इतना भी नहीं हैवी होना है यार, ठीक है, हाँ अपसेट है, इट्स ओके भाई, लेट देम एंजॉय, एक दो मैच जीतने दो उनको। राकेश भाई, दिस इज व्हाट हैपेंस व्हेन टू यूनाइटेड फैंस मीट, हमारी स्टोरीज होती है, और जो पहली मेमोरी होती है यूनाइटेड फॉलो करने की, इट्स ऑलवेज स्पेशल भाई।
Yeah.
मनन, ये तो रूनी, CR7, टेवेज, आरवीपी, ये आप मॉडर्न एरा के फॉरवर्ड्स की बात करो, द काइंड ऑफ फॉरवर्ड्स सर एलेक्स मैनेज्ड इन हिज टाइम, आई थिंक कैंटना वुड बी फॉर मी द ग्रेटेस्ट जो सर एलेक्स ने मैनेज किया था, बिकॉज उसके आने से पहले वी हैड नॉट वन एनीथिंग, ही केम,
Mm.
और फिर तब से लाइन लगी हुई है। सो या,
Yeah.
ही हैज मैनेज्ड सम अमेजिंग प्लेयर्स।
Yeah.
एंड ब्रूनो हमारा आज के डेट का, आई वुड से, वो कैंटेना और रूनी वाला जो स्टैचर होता है ना, जो फैंस
Yeah.
हमेशा किसी एक प्लेयर को देख के रखते हैं कि यार ये एरा, ये प्लेयर डिफाइन करता है, एंड आई थिंक ब्रूनो इज द वन हु
Yeah.
इज आवर फ्लैग बेरर, फेस ऑफ द
Yeah.
क्लब। हेट
Yeah.
मिलती है उसको, यूनाइटेड फैन से भी मिलती है, बट आई थिंक मेजोरिटी ऑफ द फैंस, आई एम श्योर
I
जिनसे
still
आपकी भी
don't
बात
get the
होती
hate
होगी।
he gets from United fans. It is unbelievable, यार. मतलब
हाँ,
इतने
हाँ,
seasons के बाद भी if you don't see what he's doing, then I don't know. I don't know what to say.
हम्म, मतलब what more do you expect one midfielder to do? आई थिंक ये कहीं ना कहीं पॉगबा के साथ भी एक चीज हमने देखी थी कि उससे एक्सपेक्टेशन ये था कि वो सेंट्रल डिफेंडर की तरह डिफेंड भी करे, एक बॉक्स टू बॉक्स मिडफील्डर की तरह इंजन भी रन करे, एक नंबर 10 की तरह चांस क्रिएट करे, और स्ट्राइकर की तरह गोल करे। आप एक प्लेयर पे इतनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं डाल सकते।
Yeah.
एंड आई थिंक
Yeah.
सेम इज हैपनिंग विद ब्रूनो। ब्रूनो आई एम श्योर नेवर आस्क्ड रूबन एमरिम कि मुझे जाके आप पिवट में खिलाओ। वो
Hmm.
खेल सकता है बिकॉज दैट गाय इज एन इमोशनल फूल लाइक ऑल ऑफ अस। ही लव्स यूनाइटेड टू मच टू मेक श्योर कि वो जो
Yeah.
क्लब के लिए अच्छा चीज है वो कर देगा, भले ही उसके गेम प्ले को आप हिंडर कर रहे हो। सो
Yeah.
आई एम विथ यू भाई, उसको कैसे आप कर सकते हो? हाउ कैन यू ब्रिंग डाउन अ प्लेयर लाइक ब्रूनो हु हैज बीन देयर फॉर अस इन दैट एरा,
Yeah. Yeah. I
वर्स्ट
think
एरा being a United fan, and he's that
Oh,
player
100%.
who turns up every single week. मतलब कुछ तो
Yeah, it
कर ही
is
नहीं सकते.
unbelievable. I mean, imagine if he was in a better squad or a team which was winning trophies, or even United in the past. He would have so many trophies under his name already,
Yeah.
deservedly so. But yeah, I mean,
And
we
then
can't love him enough, man.
and then people have the audacity to say he won't even get into the bench of the teams that Sir Alex used to manage. The Sir
Yeah,
Alex
yeah,
would kill to have a player like Bruno in his peak
yeah.
era. जो हम एक दो पॉइंट से टाइटल हारे हैं ना, जो हम 5 इन अ रो नहीं कर पाए थे, एक बार आप गोल डिफरेंस से हार गए, एक बार आप
Hmm.
चेल्सी अगेंस्ट एक पॉइंट से रह गए, दोज टाइटल्स वुड हैव बीन with United had Bruno been in the 11.
Yeah, quite possible. Yeah.
Akshay bhai,
Uh,
we are also a simple man. I We love
Agreed.
our beautiful woman, who's my wife, and I love Bruno Fernandes. बस यही दो प्यार है. Hi Piyush, welcome to the stream मेरे भाई. Piyush, by the way, shout out to Piyush bhai. He's one of the finest Man City creators that we have in
Oh,
India.
wow.
अगर आपने अभी तक लेट मी टॉक सिटी, भाई ने अपने चैनल का नामकरण अभी फिर से किया है. पहले वाइज अनवाइज थे, अभी इन्होंने लेट मी टॉक सिटी किया हुआ है. सो यस,
Nice.
आई एम अ यूनाइटेड फैन. इफ आई एम वाउचिंग फॉर अ सिटी गाय, you know he must be a special guy. तो अगर आपने
Yeah.
उसको सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है चैट, प्लीज गो एंड सब्सक्राइब टू पीयूष, वन ऑफ द फाइनेस्ट क्रिएटर्स दैट वी हैव. दिस इज अ पॉइंट जो मैं देखता हूँ, आई रीड फ्रॉम अ लॉट ऑफ फैंस जिनका ये कहना है कि उसका ओवरऑल इम्प्रूव हुआ है पिवट में खेलने से. शानमुख, व्हाट्स योर टेक ऑन दिस?
Um. So when you say up improve hua hai, this is like after his Amorim stint, no? Like playing in a
तो
deeper
मतलब उसका
role and then
डिफेंसिव अवेयरनेस है. पहले होता था ना कि ही यूज्ड टू रश टुवर्ड्स द बॉल एंड देन लीव अ गैपिंग होल इन मिडफील्ड
yeah,
व्हिच कैसेमीरो या फिर मेनू या फिर ओगाटे हैड टू फिल. नाउ ही इज मोर कंपोज्ड, ही इज नॉट चार्जिंग टुवर्ड्स द बॉल. इज इट अ मिक्स ऑफ कैरिक टेलिंग हिम टू डू दैट, और सिंस ही प्लेड इन दिस पिवट रोल अंडर रूबन एमरिम, तो अब उसको भी थोड़ा सा डिफेंसिव अवेयरनेस हुआ है अपने रोल को लेके?
I think yeah, I mean it's definitely a mix of all of it. It's also ki I think now he trusts the players around him.
हम्म.
He probably doesn't feel the need to do everyone's job. जो पहले बहुत होता था under Ole, and he used to be the guy who used to like carry the responsibility of the whole team. हर ball वही chase down करेगा. He will go and get the ball and try to make things happen always. But now he has people around him. Like Casemiro is there, Kobe is there, attackers में Cunha and Bumo are there. Like who he can trust to get the job done. He doesn't have to rush into every challenge or every ball. So I think that way he has improved and he's I mean clearly having the best season he's ever had. I'm sure he's
हम्म.
going to break the assists record. I really hope he does. 20
फिंगर्स
हो
क्रॉस.
जाएंगे. But
फिंगर्स
yeah,
क्रॉस.
it's
20 नहीं, 21 चाहिए, 21.
21. Yes, 21 with 21 trophy.
ये मैंने रील डाली थी कुछ टाइम पहले, तो ऑब्वियसली डिल्यूजनल थॉट है, बट आई वाज जस्ट
Yeah.
थिंकिंग फ्रॉम दैट जोन की व्हाट इफ ऑन फाइनल डे ऑफ द सीजन ब्रूनो गेट्स हिज 21st असिस्ट एंड यूनाइटेड विन देयर 21st टाइटल. मतलब क्या ही हो जाएगा मैनिफेस्ट करने
I,
से.
oh my goodness. Do you think there's a chance?
नो.
Like in all honesty, no?
No, 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 absolutely not.
Yeah,
Even if Arsenal fuck up, I think City are much closer to them to probably steal a march at the very last moment.
yeah.
अगर हम जीते ना, मतलब ये लेस्टर के टाइटल जीतने से भी बड़ा अपसेट होगा if United end up winning a title. This is what I feel, because so
Oh
many
man,
things
that
have
is
to go
quite
wrong
a
for
statement.
the other teams for United to have even a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, honestly, my perspective in terms of the title chases, I don't know why people still think Arsenal will win the trophy. I'm sorry to say, but those 4 points are going to disappear. The
Looks like
gap. I,
looks.
I'm very fairly confident that Arsenal will end up bottling this again. Because you're starting to see the nerves again. I think they
Hmm.
drew against Sunderland, or
Yeah.
yeah, if I'm not wrong. And City Arsenal game
They
is
drew
pending,
against
no?
Brentford. They drew against Brentford. Tonight they play Wolves away.
Oh,
They have a
oh,
game
they do?
pending. Yeah, yeah, they do. They
What
have a
time is it?
game 1:30.
Oh man, okay. I'll try to
So
see.
they have their next game is against Tottenham after tonight, They have to play Chelsea.
Oh,
They have to play Man City at their home on 18th of April. So अभी मैं
yeah.
I'll tell you a scenario. So मेरे ऑफिस में एक आर्सेनल फैन है. About 2-3 weeks back, he was pretty confident. मतलब जैसे ही
Mm.
4-0 जीते, 3-0 जीते, so the moment I used to step inside the office, तो दूर से स्कोर लाइन दिखाता था. सर ये जीता. मैंने कहा वेरी नाइस. Ever since that United loss, he has not been able to regain his composure. तो आज मेरे को
Yeah,
लिफ्ट में मिला वो.
granted.
वो आज लिफ्ट में मेरे को मिला. आई वाज रीचिंग ऑफिस और लिफ्ट में था वो.
Yeah.
तो मैंने कहा और क्या हाल चाल. ऑल कॉन्फिडेंट. कहता है, अब ना सही बताऊं कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं लग रहा है मेरे को. ये 4 पॉइंट अगर आज हमने फकअप
Okay.
किया तो ये 4 पॉइंट ऐसे हो जाएंगे 2 पॉइंट. एंड
Yeah,
आई डोंट नो व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हैपन.
yeah. Oh
हैंग
my
इन देयर
God.
भाई, और क्या कह सकते हैं, हैंग इन देयर.
Oh man, sometimes I feel for those guys, but their fans sometimes are too much to handle. Their hot takes and their delusion sometimes is too much.
Shanmukh, I think you'll agree and even chat will agree. We don't want to hate Arsenal. आर्सेनल हमने उस एरा में देखा है. आर्सेनल वेंगर के टाइम में दे यूज्ड टू प्ले द मोस्ट फ्लूइड, मोस्ट ब्यूटीफुल फुटबॉल इवन विदाउट विनिंग द ट्रॉफीज. तो आप उस चीज को
Yeah.
एक्नॉलेज करते थे कि गाइस, यू गाइस हैव द बेस्ट सेट ऑफ फुटबॉल दैट प्रीमियर लीग हैज टू ऑफर. बट अब उन्होंने ना, उनके फैंस ने इतना ज्यादा डंडा कर रखा है ना अपोनेंट्स के दिमाग में कि हम है. गैब्रियल और सलीबा विडिच और फर्डिनैंड से बेटर हैं. साका इज बेटर देन क्रिस्टियानो. ठीक है. ओडेगार्ड इज बेटर देन ब्रूनो फर्नांडिस. राइस इज लाइक द बेस्ट मिडफील्डर टू हैव प्लेड फुटबॉल आफ्टर जिनेदिन जिदान. यार अब ऐसे टेक्स दोगे तो हम ना चाहते हुए भी आपको नहीं सपोर्ट कर पाएंगे यार.
Oh God, that is so true. And this, like you said, Arsenal used to play beautiful football. I used to be
बिल्कुल.
excited to watch Arsenal play football
हम्म.
Premier League weekend hoga to because they
हम्म.
would play some amazing tiki taka and possession based football. But abhi this season, I can't believe how they are top of the table when like their open play goals mein is like a few weeks old stat. They were
हम्म.
17th in the league for open play goals.
Open play goals, yeah, yeah. And
17th.
we are the first. We are the first in the league, by the way. Most
Yeah.
open play goals this season. Yeah,
Oh
United are at the
wow.
top.
And they are, I think, first or second in this thing, set piece goals. Arsenal. So
United,
all their
United.
goals. United also is there. United is
Yeah, yeah,
first,
yeah.
no?
United first now. Yes, yes,
And then
yes.
Arsenal is second.
Arsenal
भाई
second.
उनके
Yeah. Both
so
neck to neck. एक दो का difference है.
that's what they've been relying on the whole season, and we've seen how they take their corners.
Hmm. Absolutely.
So yeah,
So,
it's yeah.
Shanmukh, coming back to your entire process,
Yes.
just wanted to understand what is there any process that before you go into that zone कि मेरे को ये next portrait बनाना है. So is there any process? If yes, please take us through it. और कितना time लगता है अब एक fully full fledged ready portrait बनाने में?
Yeah. So the way it begins is first. If I feel inspired to draw something like, for example, Bruno just lifted the FA Cup, and the
Hmm.
next week I started drawing him lifting the FA Cup.
Hmm.
Moments like these, just like our women's cricket team once they won the World Cup, I knew I had to draw it. So big
Hmm.
moments like these when they come around and I feel the need to draw, I just get on it. I find an image and then start working on it. Or if it's like a commission, like a request from someone, obviously I work with the client to see what they want, and
Hmm.
we will discuss reference images, see if we need to edit something or combine images to come up with the final reference, which I will then draw.
Hmm.
Um, so each piece today can take me anywhere from 50 hours all the way to 100 hours, if not more, over many weeks. So I usually work maybe 4 to 6 hours a day, because after a certain point, my brain starts losing focus because it is, I mean, the art form I deal with called realism.
Hmm.
It requires like a lot of precision and detail. So it's actually really mentally taxing to sit and do that for many hours together. So unless I'm on a deadline, in that case, I might do like 10, 12 hours a day. Naito, I usually do 4 to maybe 6 to 7 hours. And yeah, it can take me a few weeks.
But on average, like जिस level पे अभी काम कर रहे हो, the quality that you are delivering, it takes you
Mhm.
like 40-50 hours for one portrait. That
Oh,
is
yeah, yeah.
on average.
Yeah.
Okay.
on an A3 size, let's say,
Mm.
a 12 by 18. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It does take me a long time.
Interesting, man, interesting.
Yeah.
And so far, which player has been the hardest to capture?
Um. Let's see. Usually, if uh, the way that I draw, no, it doesn't matter what I'm drawing. If it's like a face or a hand or whatever, as long as it is big enough, the detail can be captured. The challenge is when I'm drawing really tiny faces.
Mm.
That time it becomes like super challenging. I think I had drawn Cristiano after his comeback to United,
Mm.
the one with
Mm.
the Stretford
Little
Island
G.
in the background, and he was
Mm.
celebrating. So that
Okay.
that way Ronaldo was tiny, so that was difficult.
Mm.
Even I think I did the artwork I did for Ole of his
Mm.
99 celebration. Usme bhi, like his face was tiny. So usually, if the face is too like little or small to draw, that's when it becomes challenging. But these days, I work on like bigger pieces, so that's not as difficult to execute because you have like more space and you can capture the details right.
So this is a question for you, Shanmukh. Would you like to take it?
Oh, और कोई आर्ट स्टाइल भी ट्राई किया है कॉमिक और एनिमे नहीं यार. Funny story, Akshay. I started drawing when I started drawing as a kid. I used to draw Dragon Ball Z. That was all me and my brother would do. I was a big fan watching DBZ back then. तो वहीं से शुरू हुआ था. My
Mm.
love for art and drawing and sketching. I used to do a lot of that, but no, I have not tried that. Maybe one day I will to combine like a comic or anime style with Man United. But the beauty in what I try to capture is I want to capture you know um, the players and moments as it was in that moment. Because what I'm trying to do in my drawings is not just draw a player, but capture the essence of that moment. So usually I try to capture big moments in football or celebrations or moments that mean something to either me or my client. So usually those images of the players, exactly how it was, are a very emotional. They're equally important part of the artwork as well. So I try to keep it as real as possible so that you feel the essence of the moment in coming through in the artwork, because ultimately it's the emotion of what the artwork represents more than the artwork itself,
Mm.
which is what people connect with. Yeah, but that's I've thought about that. It's an interesting idea.
So things related to it. अभी hypothetically बात करते हैं. So do you feel कि अगर United let's say start winning major trophies in
Mm.
next 2, 3, 4 years,
Yeah,
professionally, do you think it will be a big help for you as well? Because then you'll have more moments to capture. अभी क्या अपना एक FA कप
yeah,
हुआ है, उसके बाद ऐसा कोई यूनाइटेड टीम के फ्रंट पे ऐसा कोई मूवमेंट नहीं है वेयर यू आर
yeah,
लिफ्टिंग अ मेजर ट्रॉफी. अभी रीसेंट आर्सेनल विन, अगर आप वो कोनिया एम्बेमो वाला जो मोमेंट है, आई एम श्योर
mm,
दैट मोमेंट इफ यू स्टार्ट ड्राइंग अप विल
yeah,
हैव
yeah,
सो मेनी पीपल शोइंग देयर इंटरेस्ट कि हाँ मेरे को ये वाला
yeah,
फोटो चाहिए.
yeah.
सो ऐसे मोमेंट जब यूनाइटेड एज अ क्लब के लिए ज्यादा होंगे तो आई एम श्योर प्रोफेशनली फॉर यू इट विल बी अ बिग हेल्प एज वेल.
Yeah, 100%. So even if you see from the artworks I've made, one of the best-selling ones are probably Bruno with the FA Cup,
Yeah.
the one with the double in '08, the drawing that
Mm,
I had done, or Cantona one sold a lot because it's Cantona. That is
mm,
understandable, but yeah, celebrating trophies will obviously, those are moments that I would love to capture, and I think fans would love to have a piece of that as well. So it will definitely be a big, this thing, a boost, or a lot of people would appreciate or want those moments drawn. So, there are still, so even right now, there are a lot of moments from the past that I've not captured, which people,
mm,
who grew up watching United still resonate with. So that there's always an endless pool of things I can draw for United, which I know people would like
mm.
because of all the success and all our history, right? So that will always be there. And yeah, it's across, even if I look outside of Manchester United, football in general and sports in general will always keep coming up with these moments, right? Again and again. So there will always be something to capture. But for me personally, and for my community of United fans, I think that
Yeah,
would be lovely if we
that will
get
be
back to
special.
winning ways.
That will be special. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Shanmukh, your interaction with Ole, I think that
Ha.
was, if I'm not wrong, that was probably a moment which pushed you a lot via Twitter, where people probably resonated with you meeting Ole because they could not meet, but they saw someone presenting Solskjaer with a beautiful artwork
Hmm.
that you presented to him. Was it that moment where you really pushed yourself on Twitter?
On Twitter, it has been very gradual.
Mm,
My growth on Twitter. I mean, right now, I think I have some 7K odd followers, a lot of them United fans.
mm,
I got on Twitter in 2020. So
okay.
it's been a very slow and steady growth. Obviously, there are spikes in between. That was definitely one of them.
Mm,
Me meeting Ole and the video I posted. And there have been moments where obviously the club has shared my work themselves on Twitter and tagged me. So that brings in a
mm,
lot of United
mm,
fans to tag along. Then meeting or not meeting, presenting Dallo with the artwork. So that photo got a lot of shares and
mm,
stuff. And yeah, Premier League India, when they shared my work, they've tagged me before. And yeah, just a few viral tweets here and there with my takes on football or whatnot have brought in some. Yeah, but it's been like super slow and gradual. Yeah, on Twitter.
How was it
Yeah.
like meeting Solskjaer?
Oh man. So he was the first United player that I met, right?
Mm,
So this is just 2 years back. And since then I've met like I think five, seven I would say ex players. I've met Solskjaer, Dennis Irwin, Wes Brown, Gary Neville. I met Gary and Dennis again. Then I saw Nani and O'Shea pitch side at Old Trafford. But
mm,
yeah, meeting Ole, seeing him for the first time in real life, I couldn't stop smiling. It felt so nice to see our manager, our gaffer,
mm,
because I never saw him play as a
mm,
player for us. It's all in the highlights. For
mm,
me, Ole, I like him or I remember him more as a manager for us because
mm,
that's how
mm,
I developed my liking to Solskjaer. So it was so nice to finally. And my friend Tilak, who hosted the event, he was very kind enough to introduce me to Ole. He had told him that there is someone who wants to gift you something, so he introduced me. Then Ole was so nice, man. He's the kindest and the most. You met him in Delhi, event man?
No, I could not meet him. I was not
Oh,
in
okay,
town
okay.
when he came.
Oh man. So yeah, I mean, he was so kind. He liked the artwork. He said thank you. We had like a minute of conversation. I told him thank you for signing Bruno Fernandes. And he was like, yes, a lot of people have been telling me that today. He was so nice and kind. And then, I mean, I presented the artwork to him. He couldn't unfortunately carry it with him because we couldn't fit it in his luggage or something.
Mhm.
Being the humble and gentleman he is, he signed it back, said thank you on the artwork, and sent it back to me. So I
Okay.
have that one also framed up here. So
Very
that
nice.
just tells you how nice of a person he is. Like with all the success he's had, no, he's so down to
Mm,
earth, and he has time for everyone to talk to. The most kind and gentle guy. Oh yeah, that was unbelievable. And I mean, once I did present it to him, I felt like, okay, now I think the world is open for me. I can.
mm,
I mean, this is just the start. Now, it just motivated me to like do more and meet, try and get into rooms or get my work in the hands of United players, or even get it to Old Trafford, which I did recently, finally. But yeah, that was a big motivation after meeting him. I loved it. And that day we were all just feeling very sad of him not being our manager anymore. We were just
mm.
hoping that he would have, continued being the manager because I mean, we all know that's the best we've felt after Sir Alex
Yeah,
under Solskjaer with the
in terms of gameplay and that shared
100.
joy of watching Man United, I think that's the
Yeah.
best we experienced since Alex
Yeah.
is there.
Yeah. 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 It was beautiful, man.
Nice. I think this is a consistent theme that I have heard from everyone who's met Ole, that he has so much of time for you.
Yeah,
You won't be rushed whenever you're speaking to him. He's there. He'll listen to you. Whatever he can reply, he does that. So yeah, that shows the kind of man he is. And Shanmugh, you
yeah,
rightly pointed. You've been to Old Trafford recently. You
yes.
saw one hell of a game. Your reel got viral from that game. I think it's close to
Yeah.
1.8 million views now.
No, no, no. It's probably close to a million. I
Close
think
to a million. Okay.
almost touching a million. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nice,
Oh,
nice.
man.
So
Yeah,
tell us something about your experience of finally being at Old Trafford, जो कि I think हर यूनाइटेड फैन का सपना होता है कि एक दिन
yeah.
ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड में बैठ के ऐसा मैच देखूंगा, the kind of game you've experienced.
Unbelievable, yeah. I mean, just talking about me firstly, purely as a fan going to watch the game, like
Hmm.
it felt like all the stars had aligned.
Hmm.
Leading up to the game, there were concerns of Bruno potentially missing the game. The whole
Right.
reason I went to Old Trafford this season was like I'm worried Bruno might leave us. So I was like, usko jaake dekhna hi hoga. So that was one concern. Then AFCON players returning was a concern.
Hmm.
Amorim just got sacked. I didn't know who was going to be manager. All of these uncertainties.
We were interacting on Twitter that maybe it is written in the stars for you to see
Yeah,
Ole being the
only on the
manager once
touchline.
you
I
go
was
to Old Trafford.
convinced hone wala hai, but despite that fact, no, just so all those stars had aligned. Old Trafford was nice and sunny that day, at least in
Hmm.
earlier part of the day. I mean, the first impression. So when I went just outside the stadium, I could finally see what Old Trafford looked like in person because I've just been looking at it through the screens and stuff, and I knew there is like Sir Matt Busby way hai, Sir Alex Ferguson way hai. Then there are some famous pubs around Old Trafford, and what Old Trafford looks like. I had a few images in my mind, but I could finally, create a mental map. Ki, Acha, now this is what Old Trafford and its surrounding area looks like. This is where that street is, and all of that. Then going in pitch side, I mean, I got to go pitch side the previous day
Hmm.
for an interview with Premier League for their fans on this thing. But looking at the pitch, it was unbelievable. It was sun was shining. It looked like sab chamak raha tha. Grass was like shining. The like Sir Alex stand was shining. No one was there, just the crew
Hmm.
and I. It was empty. I couldn't. Few people were doing their museum tours, but to finally be on the pitch and see the dugout where players sit, Carrick sits, and all of that. It was unbelievable. Yeah, I couldn't stop smiling. I just stood there. Luckily, I had the time when I was beside 30 minutes. I was just standing there, sitting there, looking around, taking few photos now and then, just taking it all in. Yeah, it was unbelievable. I was just looking around all the banners, all the flags that they have. Oh man, it was unbelievable. And then the game. Oh, dude, that couldn't have gone any better. Like I mean, I did think we would win. I had that
Hmm.
feeling. New manager, carrying good
Hmm.
vibes are back. We are
Hmm.
going to
Hmm.
win this. But I did not expect that that is how we would win that game. And we got, like I said, the stars were aligned. No, we got seats in the Stretford end. Bhai.
Oh,
I
ho, ho, ho,
That was
ho.
like, oh man, cherry on top. Just standing there 90 minutes, singing, screaming, shouting till our throats went. Oh, bhai, and I mean, like the way we played, even in the first half. I mean, at full time, we were saying the scoreline doesn't do justice to the performance.
Absolutely.
We should have
Donnarumma
won
saved
five,
them,
six,
right?
7-0. Bhai,
Donnarumma saved them that night. वो आराम से
yeah.
5-0 होना चाहिए था. And this is
Donnarumma
us
saved them.
being
The
kind of
crossbar
them.
saved them.
Yeah,
Off
yeah,
linesman saved them.
yeah, yeah.
Hi, oh man, it was beautiful to see all the players coming out for their warm ups. So we were standing
Hmm.
right next to the tunnel.
Hmm.
So we could see the players come out for warm up and then do their warm ups. And then Stone Roses, jab bajne laga,
Hmm.
um, oh man, and then Take Me Home before
Yeah,
the game. Oh, that's when you
yeah.
get the chills and
वो
you have tears.
सुन
And
के ही I'm getting goosebumps यार. Imagine the time when you
yeah,
actually get
yeah,
to be inside Old Trafford. I think भाई
yeah,
जितने भी लोग देख रहे हो, if you're a United fan, this is what the ultimate dream means for every United fan कि आप एक बार
yeah,
Old Trafford में जाके अपनी टीम को, जिसको आपने ऑलमोस्ट अपनी पूरी, जब आप एक फुटबॉल फैन बनते हो, you dedicate your entire life to that club. So, and
Yeah.
if you support United, Old Trafford is the place to experience your team play at least once in your life. And you'll never forget it.
Mm.
I'm sure Shanmukh will never forget those two
No,
days.
not
He was
chance.
lucky enough that he has been to Old Trafford twice. एक दिन अपने fan zone experience के लिए and then
Yeah,
अगले दिन
yeah,
match
yeah.
के लिए.
And
So
then the
those
third
two
day for
days,
the tour,
हाँ,
museum tour and stadium tour.
so those
But
two
still,
three
yeah,
days he'll never forget
yeah,
in his life, for sure.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, yeah. When did you go, Shashi bhai?
I have not been to Old Trafford bhai abhi tak.
Oh man, when are you going then? That's the question I should ask you.
Hopefully next season या next to next season. But yeah, that's
Oh
मैं बस
man,
यही यही उम्मीद कर रहा हूँ and दुआ कर रहा हूँ कि by the time I go ये ब्रूनो फर्नांडिस साला नाम है छोड़ के चला जाए यार. ब्रूनो को नहीं
yeah,
खेलने देना
that
है
was my
इसलिए.
worry. Yeah, that was a big worry I have. I can't, and he is my favorite player by far now. He might become my favorite player ever if he
भाई
continues to do what
सेम
he's doing.
सेम भाई. He might become my the all time favorite United player जिनको मैंने live देखा है खेलते हुए and it includes Cristiano, Rooney,
Oh, yeah.
Scholes, Giggs,
Shit.
Index Ferdinand. So मतलब
Yeah,
he has given मतलब उसने अपनी जवानी बेस्ट ईयर्स जो कहना है कह लो सब कुछ दे दिया इस क्लब के लिए कि मैं कुछ तो अच्छा करके चला जाऊं.
yeah, man. Who's your favorite football United player now?
ब्रूनो.
I mean, if not for Bruno, like
If not for
all
Bruno
time,
तो
all time.
all time Rooney. All time Wayne Rooney.
Rooney. Yeah, I think that's a lot of our common answer on here.
Right now I would rate Rooney, Bruno and Cristiano. I think in this order, if I had to pick three players that I have seen play live on TV, I think this would be my order. Rooney,
Hmm.
Bruno and Cristiano.
Yeah.
तो एक ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड को लेके क्वेश्चन था शानमुख मेरा.
Yes.
Let's say if you have to compare the Old Trafford noise on TV and then actually when you saw it live, is it
Oh, yeah.
a stark difference? Is it the same? How different or how amazing was it?
It's oh man, I don't think you can put words to what it feels like. I mean, the noise. It's a different kind of noise. टीवी में you can see यहाँ से आ रहा है बस आगे से टीवी से आवाज आ रहा है which by the way
Mm,
still is so loud by the way टीवी में भी
mm,
even away fans are the loudest even away grounds
mm,
में you only hear United players singing but
mm,
भाई stadium में when you are part of the 74,000 people who are singing together no मतलब it doesn't feel like टीवी से जैसे the noise if you go too loud it will pinch your ears
mm,
here where when I was there it was very loud but it's not something that it is very pleasant to the ear like everyone singing to and it's one of the best feelings when there I mean throughout the 90 minutes people are singing but you can feel that okay this is only the Stratford end that is singing
mm,
certain moments of the game you feel ki majority of the singing is stadium is singing together those
mm.
hit different I think there were a few moments whether that was I think City ko you cheating bastards and all of that was going or just the UNITED or
Mm.
no I think the best chant I heard was Carrick Bhai,
हाँ,
after every time we
very true.
scored, it's Carrick, entire stadium. Bhai, it was too good, unbelievable. I think that,
फैंस
yeah,
चैंट
it's
बनाने में
different.
तो टॉप नॉच है. जो उन्होंने
Yeah,
कैरी के लिए गाना पिक किया है, इट्स मैजिक उसको कितना
yeah,
बेहतरीन तरीके से ट्विस्ट
yeah,
किया है.
I
टू
know.
गुड,
Oh
टू
man,
गुड.
unbelievable.
अरे
Yeah,
आई होप बाय द टाइम आई गो इनका जो ट्रेडिशन है टेक मी होम प्ले करने का मैच से
yeah,
पहले, दैट कंटिन्यूज टू बी देयर.
yeah. I don't think they will take that out. Yeah, I think
हाँ,
that's a
मतलब
big
वो
part of
वो
the
यार
culture.
दैट्स सरियल. वो टीवी पे भी जब चलता है ना तो यू इट्स ऑलमोस्ट लाइक मैं कंपेयर नहीं कर रहा हूँ. आई डोंट वांट पीपल टू गेट ऑफेंडेड बट जो इंडिया के मैच के पहले जो आपका हमारा नेशनल एंथम चलता है, आई हैव सेम सॉर्ट ऑफ फीलिंग जब आप टेक मी होम सुनते हो ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड गेम्स के पहले.
Yeah, yeah,
इट टेक्स
oh,
यू टू डिफरेंट प्लेस.
yeah, 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 unbelievable. Yeah, man, I can't wait to do it again. I mean, but
हाँ.
I don't think I, first game ke liye watching that game. Oh man, it couldn't have gone any better. And not
हम्म,
just match ke baad, I went to the pub. I had one or two friends in the UK, locals.
हम्म,
So
हम्म,
they would go to these pubs and just I was so jealous in that moment. Why every week you get to do this? Go watch
हम्म.
United. Hopefully you win, and then come here and sing
Eventually.
United songs all evening. Oh man, that's the dream. That was unbelievable. Yeah, Beautiful.
तो थोड़ा
Yeah.
मूड चेंज करते हैं बिकॉज़ अगर हम इस टोन में रहे तो विल कीप टॉकिंग अबाउट ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड एंड व्हाट इट मीन्स टू वॉच यूनाइटेड प्ले लाइव.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you must have met a lot of fans at Old Trafford. So how
Ah,
different or similar are they in terms of if I have to compare them from our online fan base, which at times we all
yeah.
know can be seen as a toxic fan base अगर 2-3
Yeah.
पॉइंट हमारे फेवर में नहीं जाते हैं तो.
Yeah. 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 I mean, in Manchester, especially in Old Trafford, you 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 don't even feel little bit of toxicity at all. It's all when you're in the stadium. I think everyone is backing the club, backing the manager, backing the players, and just like you, we hear on TV, no, every tackle you win. I remember
Hmm.
Maguire, pushed Bernardo Silva
Bernardo
with a
Silva to the
corner line
fence, yeah.
pass.
The whole
Oh man,
stadium erupted.
yeah, unbelievable. So stadium, mein, I think even the players know that match going fans, United fans in the stadium are
Hmm.
the most loyal, and they would never boo any player. They would always sing and support every tackle, every shot on target, and everything. So it's totally different from the way I see it. Is Twitter pay? I mean, it's just keyboard warriors. No, you just tweeting random things. But I think stadium, the fandom and the support there is on another level. Is
Yeah.
that Carrick or no? What was that?
यस, कैरी की डीपी लगाई है उसने. ओनली CR7 जब हम अपने फेवरेट प्लेयर्स की बात कर रहे थे तो.
अच्छा, अच्छा. Okay.
So, Shanmukh, speaking of Carrick, where
Yes.
do you stand as of now? Should we consider him for the permanent job या फिर हमें जो हमने 2-3 टॉप टियर नाम हमसे जो लिंक हुए हैं, लेट्स से लुइस एनरिके है, थॉमस
Yeah.
टुचेल तो अब नहीं आ रहा बिकॉज़ ही हैज़ एक्सटेंडेड हिज कॉन्ट्रैक्ट विथ इंग्लैंड, एंड देन देयर
Mm.
इज कार्लो एंचेलोटी एंड देन जुलियन नागलसमैन. First of all, do
Yeah.
you see United being able to pursue these kind of managers? And if not, then do you think Carrick should be considered?
I think firstly, those sort of managers would definitely want to come to United. United
Hmm.
couple will always be there.
Hmm.
But irrespective of that, I think Carrick should be considered no matter what. I mean, the way things are going, he definitely should be considered. I'm not saying he should get the job, but he should be in the mix. I mean, if he's going to get us top four, if not top three, I don't
Hmm.
see why he cannot be a potential candidate to get the job. There will always be, we will always be able to attract top managers. I don't have a doubt in that. But I think what I've noticed is maybe a coincidence, but the best football we've played after Sir Alex was when an ex-player managed us, which was
Hmm.
Ole. There is something about an ex-player being at the helm which gets the player riled up and playing in a way with a sort of freedom that
Hmm.
you don't really see under other
Hmm.
managers. Again, it might be a coincidence, I don't know, but at least the way things are looking, we do seem to be playing really good football. And if it continues, if he's in top four, top three, then I don't see why he shouldn't be considered, especially with his record and being an ex-player. He knows the club, he gets the club, and also he's like an Englishman, so the media will not be as against
As
him as they.
wild as it
Yeah,
happened with Solskjaer, then Ten Hag, then Amorim.
and
Yeah,
managers.
absolutely.
Yeah. So,
Absolutely.
what do you think?
Yeah, I am of the same opinion. मेरे को ये है कि अगर जो 3 नाम मैंने लिए, नागल्समैन, Luis Enrique and Ancelotti. If you're able to convince these three to come to Old Trafford and take us forward, then I would happily tell Michael Carrick, go earn a valid Premier League experience at a different club. It could be Tottenham,
Mm,
it could be West Ham, it could be any other mid-table club where he gains those experience of managing a team for an entire season and go through
yeah,
those ups and downs, manages
yeah.
a couple of transfer windows under his leadership. Okay, these are the players I want. How are you able to convince the board to make sure they're releasing funds for you to go ahead and sign the players? But
Mm,
if you are going for, let's say, Glasner or Ariola or
mm,
Deserbi, then I would happily give the reins to Carrick and say, take
Mm,
us forward. And
mm,
probably in next 2 3 years, you'll actually understand whether it is going in the right direction or not. And then probably go and get someone like Nagelsmann or a Luis Enrique, where they will be like vacating their then current job. So this is where I
yeah.
stand at.
Do you think there's a possibility United bring in a manager and Carrick stays back as number two or an assistant
No,
manager?
no, no, no,
No, no,
no.
even I don't feel.
He has made it abundantly clear that he wants the top job. अब वो
Yeah,
यूनाइटेड में हो या फिर किसी और प्रीमियर लीग टीम में हो, लेकिन
yeah. He'll
he has
probably get a
shown that.
job in Premier League. If
He has
not.
shown that in those, I would say, 8 games. 3 game जो first stint में था, where he did not
Yeah,
lose, and the five
yeah,
games that he has managed. He has something about himself. The way he
yeah,
carries himself, वो जब long black coat पहन लेता है, तो लगता है कि हाँ, he is a United manager. So
yeah, yeah,
I hope he ends the season nicely. There aren't any hiccups और fuck ups कि आप अपना
yeah.
Champions League slot बहुत precisely close down कर दो, and then I think it will
Mhm.
make a very strong case for him to be considered as the next permanent
Yeah,
manager.
yeah, yeah. I mean, if if Ronaldo wouldn't have signed, I'm sure we would have won a trophy under Ole. If he would have
Let's
signed a Haaland or a
not go
uh,
there.
Rice
वो
or
बहुत
a
ही वो बहुत ही complicated conversation है for United fans because we love
yeah,
Cristiano too much.
I do, and honestly, he was really good. I mean,
Mm.
people don't realize it, but he was actually our top scorer, and
His first
he
season,
got us.
his first season, just
Yeah,
go and look at the difference between our top scorer and
uh,
then the rest.
next,
You'll understand what kind of season Cristiano was having.
yeah,
So yeah,
unbelievable, man.
it's a difficult conversation, Shanmukh. Whether we love
Yeah,
Cristiano so
and
much, but
it was also luck. Yeah, मतलब Europa League final हारना was is bad luck. I feel penalties में it can go either way.
हाँ तो
When the
क्रिस्टियानो
gap
वाज
is
नॉट
separated.
हाँ क्रिस्टियानो वाज नॉट देयर बाय देन. वो तो
Yeah,
उसके
he
फॉलोइंग ही
came
समर
के
में आया
बाद.
था.
Yeah,
इमेजिन हैड ओले वन दैट यूरोपा लीग, तो उसको किस लेवल की बैकिंग और मिल सकती थी. एंड फॉर क्रिस्टियानो इट वाज अ क्लियर केस दैट आवर बोर्ड पैनिक्ड. दे कुड नॉट fathom the fact कि Cristiano going to Man City, scoring
yeah,
pivotal goals and helping them win something, it would just
yeah,
tarnish his legacy at the club and
yeah,
club's appeal globally
yeah,
for new players for their willingness to join United. I think
yeah,
मेंडेस ने बहुत अच्छी गोली पढ़ाई है यूनाइटेड को उस समय कि भाई सिटी जा रहा देख लो क्या करना है. एंड देन वी
yeah,
पैनिक एंड सेड कि ओके 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 कि लेके आते हैं
yeah.
इसको यहीं पे लेके आ जाओ.
But yeah, the feeling when he came back to Old Trafford, yeah.
That
Oh,
day, that entire evening, Rio tweeting and then
yeah,
Fabrizio confirming something is on. Deadline day ही था ना वो when
yeah,
he had
yeah, yeah.
signed.
I
So
think so.
those
Yeah.
4 5 hours, I remember I was jumping in my place. Weekend था thankfully. So I was like
Yeah.
कि हाँ इसने बोल दिया, Fabrizio ने कह दिया आ रहा है. Then Rio ने tweet किया, then Evra is saying something, and जब official announcement हुआ, and then when
Uh,
he actually made his debut against Newcastle, that
Newcastle.
amazing, insanely good lines from Peter Drury.
Yeah,
Madeira, Manchester, Madrid,
Manchester.
Turin, Manchester.
And Manchester again.
हाँ तो उस
Yeah.
रश के लिए, उस 2 घंटे 4 घंटे के रश के लिए, आई एम
Yeah.
विलिंग टू गो थ्रू इट ऑल ओवर अगेन.
Yeah.
Even though I know how it ended, but yeah,
I
let
can't
me have it.
disagree with you. Yeah. Yeah. I get it. Yeah.
हाँ,
But yeah, we'll see what happens end of season. I mean, it's not an easy job. Interim Rena and permanent manager Rena is totally different ball game. No, he has to, and we'll be back in Europe, so there'll be a lot more games, a lot more fixtures. Abhi he's doing 1 week a game,
हम्म,
if that. अभी तो हुआ ही नहीं है गेम हमारा कितने टाइम से. But
हम्म.
yeah, that'll be a different challenge and signing new players and getting rid of old players and
Because
yeah,
वही है
the
ना,
big group.
let's say if a Luis Enrique is getting in the boardroom and saying कि मुझे लेट्स से मार्किनियोस चाहिए, रैंडमली नाम थ्रो कर रहा हूँ, या कवारस्केलिया चाहिए, तो आपकी जो बोर्ड है वो सीरियसली सुनेगी. कंपेयर टू
Yeah,
कैरिक गोइंग इनटू द बोर्ड रूम सेइंग कि मेरे को कवर्स के लिए चाहिए, वो 150 मिलियन मांग रहा है. बोर्ड बोलेगी अच्छा ठीक है कवर्स के लिए ठीक है, बट कैन वी मेक इट वर्क विथ एक्स वाई जी प्लेयर्स जो आपको सेकंड
yeah,
टियर नाम थ्रो करेगा. तो दैट इज
yeah,
प्रॉब्ली द नेक्स्ट चैलेंज जो कैरिक को देखने की जरूरत है. But where do you
Yeah.
see United finish this season realistically?
Um, third,
Third?
third.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice,
I
nice,
think we'll
nice.
finish third. Yeah, but
Very nice.
Ancelotti will be free after the World Cup, no?
Ancelotti ne, Manan is saying, I'll have to verify this news whether he has signed an extension with Brazilian team. If he has, then
Oh,
he's also out of the picture. Then it leaves
oh
you
man.
with
Okay.
Enrique and Nagelsmann. और
Yeah.
नागल्समैन का भी डिपेंड करता है लेट्स से अगर जर्मनी जीत जाती है बाय एनी लक और फ्लूक व्हाई वुड जर्मनी वांट टू लेट हिम गो आई थिंक वो फिर उसको
Mm.
यूरोस के लिए भी रिटेन कर लेंगे सो
Yeah.
एनरिके इज द ओनली गाय बिकॉज वो क्लब मैनेज कर रहा है आप उसको अभी से बात करके परस्यू कर सकते हो बट उसने भी क्लियर नहीं किया है कि whether it is 100% fact that he's leaving
Mm.
PSG just like
Yeah.
सिमियोने ने भी एक सबको लटका के रखा हुआ है might go I might not go.
Mm.
So, Shanmukh,
Yeah.
I think we have covered all the bases, and I'm really fascinated by understanding your journey. How far have you come, and what's the plan? Let's say, अभी I'm sure 2-3 साल का 5 साल का plan तो lay out किया होगा. Do you see yourself continuing doing this, or is it something else जो parallelly you're pursuing right now?
I mean, near future is to do what I'm doing, but scale my brand online and my presence online on Instagram and Twitter. I want
Hmm.
to get to a point where I have like a decently large following, so
Hmm.
that I'm doing more of what I love doing, which is drawing. And with 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 more demand, I'm able to like charge more and sell more work,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
that gives me the freedom to experiment a little bit more. What I want to do is, Shashi bhai, I want to be in a position where I'm doing more collaborations like the one I did with Man United, Snapdragon. My
Yeah.
dream is to do stuff with the World Cup, with F1, with cricket in these tournaments, maybe present my
Hmm.
work to players, work with sport brands like an Adidas, Puma,
Hmm.
New Balance, and all these brands. Yeah, work with them in some sort of capacity that involves my artwork to a certain extent, but it's not just me drawing and selling, but something more than that around my artwork. I mean, it's all open to what ideas I can come up with, or the brand has in mind. But what I want to do in the near future. So abhi to, but yeah, I'll keep doing what I'm doing, sharing more of what I do, and like I
Hmm.
said, I'll be doing more of football, hey, but cricket, F1, maybe NBA, but definitely a lot more United as well. वो तो constant
Yeah.
रहेगा ही.
I think
Yeah.
in terms of artwork, F1 has the ability to do very well because जब आप
Yeah.
उनके वॉलपेपर्स वगैरह भी देखते हो ना मैं बहुत ही लेमैन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से बात कर रहा हूँ कि जब आप F1 के वॉलपेपर्स को कंपेयर करते हो अगेंस्ट एनी अदर स्पोर्ट दे आर
Mhm.
लाइक दे आर एट अ डिफरेंट लेवल वो कार
Yeah.
का जब आप टॉप शॉट दिखाते हो और जब वो
Correct. Yeah.
300 की स्पीड की मूविंग कार को जब आप कैप्चर करने की
Yeah.
कोशिश करते हो तो आप उसको अगर ड्रॉ करोगे इट वुड ब्रिंग
Yeah.
होल न्यू सेट ऑफ फैंस who will be interested in
Right.
the art.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
तो
Yeah.
गाइस मैंने लिंक डाला है शानमुख भाई के इंस्टाग्राम पेज का लिंक चैट बॉक्स में प्लीज गो एंड फॉलो आप मेरी इंस्टाग्राम स्टोरी पे देखना आई हैव टैग्ड हिम इन अ कपल ऑफ स्टोरीज गो एंड फॉलो हिज पेज जस्ट लुक एट द अमेजिंग वर्क दैट ही इज डूइंग यार ही इज आर लाइक हमारे यूनाइटेड फैंस का जो इंडियन यूनाइटेड फैंस है ही इज दैट फेस एंड वॉइस राइट नाउ who's been to Old Trafford recently, who has worked in sync with Premier League India page with Snapdragon, covering Manchester United. This is what every यूनाइटेड फैन का ड्रीम होता है कि हम यूनाइटेड को जितना सपोर्ट करते हैं अपने लिविंग रूम में बैठ के इफ वी आर एबल टू डू एनीथिंग विथ द क्लब फॉर द क्लब इट इज द अल्टीमेट गोल दिस गाय इज डूइंग इट शो योर लव शो योर सपोर्ट गो फॉलो हिज पेज और अगर आर्ट वर्क अच्छा लगे प्लीज मेक एन ऑर्डर एज वेल बिकॉज आई हैव सीन हिज आर्ट वर्क भाई मैं उसको ट्विटर पे बहुत टाइम से फॉलो कर रहा हूँ एंड ही इज अ फिनोमिनल आर्टिस्ट और सिर्फ वो यहाँ बैठा है इसलिए मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ I've said it to him multiple times. I met you in Chandigarh if you remember जब हम गैरी नेवल वाले
Yeah.
यस गैरी नेवल वाले
What?
इवेंट पे गए थे ना चंडीगढ़ में
Yes. Did we
यस
meet at the ground? Yeah, inside the.
नो इनसाइड दैट इवनिंग वाला जो हो रहा था
Oh, right, 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 right. Okay. You also got a picture with Gary, no?
या आई गॉट अ पिक्चर
Yeah,
विद
yeah,
गैरी
yeah,
और
yeah.
मेरे लिए तो बहुत ही अलग ही एपिसोड था उस दिन बिकॉज मैं आई बेयरली कुड रीच चंडीगढ़ बिकॉज़ रास्ते में 2-3 डिटूर्स हो गए थे बिकॉज़ ऑफ द
Oh
फार्मर
man.
प्रोटेस्ट वगैरह एंड देन
Right,
राइट
right.
व्हेन आई वाज़ अबाउट टू एंटर चंडीगढ़ वेन्यू वाज़ लाइक 2 या 3 किलोमीटर देयर वाज़ अ
Uh,
बैरिकेडिंग डन बाय पुलिस
oh
और उसने बोला
God.
कि अब आप रीराउट कर लो। तो वो
Oh
5
shoot.
मिनट का ट्रैवल इट टूक मी अनदर 2 आवर्स टू रीच द वेन्यू
No way.
एंड
अच्छा.
आई रीच्ड राइट अबाउट व्हेन गैरी ने स्टेज पे फैंस को बुला के फोटोज लेना शुरू किया था एंड ही स्टेड देयर फॉर लाइक
Okay.
10-15 मोर मिनट्स तो लकीली
Yeah.
आई गॉट अ पिक्चर एंड देन
Oh, okay.
आई सेड अ क्विक हेलो टू यू
हाँ.
एंड दैट MUSC पुणे गाय जो कि अभी रिसेंटली ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड होके आया था सो
Ibrahim.
नाउ आई यस यस यस
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
आई
हाँ.
जस्ट रिमेम्बर आई मेट यू इन दैट एट दैट
Yeah,
इवेंट
yeah. Oh, okay. वापस मिलेंगे जल्द.
100%
Soon.
100%.
Yes.
So,
Nice यार.
Shanmukh, how was it for you, bhai? What was your experience being here? I hope you had a good time.
अरे भाई
अगर
बहुत
कुछ
मजा
भी
आया.
रह गया है अपने प्रोसेस को लेके, अपने आर्टवर्क को लेके, please share it with the fans who are seeing it.
नहीं यार, you've done a lovely job of uh, talking about my artwork, and very kind of you, very sweet of you to say the things that you have said. But yeah, I mean, if you can, if you want to see more of what I do, you can check out Instagram or even Twitter. Pay, I'm quite active. So either
Mm,
platforms, if you just want to get in touch, say hi, we can connect there as well. But so yeah, you just yeah, you can have a look at my profile. Instagram, where you can see more of my work visually because it's a grid.
mm.
But banter वगैरह के लिए Twitter पे we can connect. But yeah, very sweet of you यार शशि. I really appreciate it. मजा आया बात
Anytime,
करने में. This was पता
anytime,
नहीं
bhai.
चला एक घंटा कब खत्म हो
हाँ,
गया.
सवा घंटा क्लॉक कर लिया हमने. I'm
That's
sure,
the best
Shanmukh,
feeling यार.
this is
हाँ,
this is for you. This is for you. Manan is
अरे
uh,
thank you
giving
Manan.
you a big up, bhai.
Thank you so much Manan. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's always fun to connect with United fans. Yeah, that's a big motivation for me to also do what I do. Because
So,
when you have go on.
हाँ, हाँ, बोलो, बोलो, Manan, please go on.
No, no, I'm saying when you do have like a common club that you love and support, now you can talk for days without
Hmm.
stopping. There's always
Hmm.
more to talk and discuss. So it's yeah, time कैसे चला गया पता भी नहीं चला. This was a blast. मजा आया यार.
So there's a gentleman, Katam Prashant. He reached out to me on
Oh,
Instagram and
yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
spoke about you, said he's a great talent, his work speaks. भाई कुछ candid conversation हो तो उसको तेलुगु में भी बात करने के लिए बोलना. So
Oh,
if you
okay.
could say some lines in Telugu for United
Yes.
or for Katam, it'll be great.
I know Prashant. We are in touch on Instagram. కానీ ఓకే తెలుగులో మాట్లాడాలంటే మాంచెస్టర్ యునైటెడ్ ఇస్ క్యా బోలు అంటే చాలా ఇష్టం. చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి మాంచెస్టర్ యునైటెడ్‌ని సపోర్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను. అండ్ ఐ విల్ ఫరెవర్ సపోర్ట్ యునైటెడ్. సో యెస్, హోప్‌ఫుల్లీ ఐ మీట్ యూ ప్రశాంత్ వన్ డే. బట్ థాంక్ యూ ఫర్ ద మెసేజ్ అండ్ సపోర్ట్.
Wonderful, wonderful. So guys, on that note, हम stream नहीं end कर रहे हैं because I cannot let Shanmugh go without getting him to say a couple of nice things about Bruno Fernandes. So वहाँ पे हम stream end करेंगे when he says some nice things and when he pours his heart out for our club captain Bruno Fernandes जिसके लिए हम एक mutual love share करते हैं me and Shanmugh. So
Yes.
Shanmugh, take it away, bhai. What are your
Oh
thoughts on
man,
Bruno fucking Fernandes?
where do we even start with that guy? I am not kidding. I think about him daily. He's always on my mind.
Same,
He
same.
is he's the one guy. I mean, if I could present my artwork to one guy, it would be him.
Mm,
एक बार उससे if I get to meet him, that would be the dream. But I mean, he's not just a great footballer, but the kind of person he is off the pitch. Bhai, it is unbelievable. That which is what makes him even more special. Like the
mm,
things he does outside the pitch, the way he greets the fans, whether it's in the stadium clapping the fans, or whether it be Ole's last match and him saying it's all
mm,
of us
mm.
and not
It's all of
Ole,
us. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or if it's him stopping for fans outside Carrington, or just the person he is on social media.
Mm,
He's so kind and he's open to connect with fans. He's dropping comments, he's liking posts, he's showing that he cares about us as much as we care about the club and him. Like honestly, he's the best thing that happened to us since Sir Alex. And for me, he is like what Man United means,
Yeah.
right? What it means to be a United player, and um, yeah, honestly, since the day he came and I saw what he's capable of and what how much he cares about the club, I was
Mm,
dying for Ole to make him the manager because Maguire was manager back then. I'm like, please, bhai, how do you not see it? Bruno is the captain. He will win titles for us. करके. Then I remember Champions League man. First time Ole told he's going to
mm,
be the manager. Going to be the captain for the game, and Ole was
mm,
surprised in the
mm,
press conference. I remember
mm.
that moment very
Yeah, he,
clearly,
he,
and
he
since
looked at,
then,
okay, okay,
yeah,
is
yeah,
it?
yeah,
Okay,
exactly,
okay.
exactly.
Mm,
Wait, oh man, and every time I see him, I can't stop smiling. Like
yeah,
on the pitch, off the pitch, on Instagram, or oh man, I mean, for personally, I don't create artworks for myself, but if I was to make something, it would be like a massive Bruno Fernandes poster.
mm,
If not my drawing, I'm going to get like a massive wallpaper on my house one day
yeah,
of just a
absolutely.
big Bruno
That
this thing.
guy, that guy gets me
Oh,
emotional at times,
yeah,
especially the kind of hate he receives from United fans.
yeah,
I just can't understand why. What more can one person do for you? It's not tennis. It's not like badminton where one guy is dictating the result for an entire lot. He is just one player among 11 players who are trying to do something and win something, and he's the one who's trying the hardest. It's very evident. All his fiascos, his arm throwing, everything. That's part of the package that Bruno Fernandes is. If you take it away from him, he'll become half the player he is right now. And uh, you don't value what Bruno brings to this team. Even now, when you feel Mbemo, Cunha, Seshko, they're firing, they're winning you the games. You take Bruno out of this team, and you'll see the standards dipping. You'll
yeah,
see the chance creation going to feel like a mid table side. मैं मतलब बना के कुछ नहीं कह रहा हूँ. He has created 74, sorry, 76 chances this season. The
yeah,
next best is Declan Rice at 48.
yeah,
And
yeah.
70% of these games, this freak has played from a double pivot holding fielder position.
And make it make sense. How does that work? How does that happen?
तो
Oh my god! And we've not even spoken about his goals and assists. Oh
हाँ,
man, the goals he scored. 100 goals. God, no, sorry. 104 goals, 97
104
assists now.
goals, 98 assists now.
98 assists.
He's too shy of touching, the only becoming the third player.
Yeah,
Get this, only becoming the third player in
yeah,
Manchester United's history to have 100 goals and 100 assists. इसके ऊपर
yeah,
कौन है? वेन रूनी एंड रायन गिग्स. तो आप
yeah,
किस कैलिबर में इस बंदे को रख रहे हो?
yeah,
He's a fucking midfielder. He's not a
yeah,
forward. He's not a winger.
yeah.
If you can't appreciate Bruno, I won't have bad things to say about you, but I really feel for your footballing intelligence if you don't
Hmm.
rate Bruno Fernandes. As simple as that.
Yeah. What's your favorite Bruno goal?
Oh, my favorite Bruno goal.
Man, it's difficult.
It's too many, but yeah,
Yeah,
मैं उसको उसको पिक करता हूँ. एक कोविड वाला टाइम है, एवर्टन के अगेंस्ट गोल था.
I
अगर आप
know what
उसको
you're talking
कंपेयर
about.
करोगे ना, जो कैंटनास्क टाइप का फिनिश था, वेयर ही लॉफ्ट द
Sunderland. Yeah,
कीपर, he
yeah.
turned and he almost celebrated like Eric Cantona.
Yeah, dude, it was unbelievable when I saw that. Bhai, like Cantona to nahi hai,
It,
bhai. It
it
was,
dipped like this, it went
yeah.
in, and he turned and I'm like, क्या ये कैंटोना करने वाला है ऐसे? And I'm like,
हाँ,
नहीं, इससे पहले.
oh man, it was वही है मतलब the parallels between I mean I was not around for Cantona. I don't want to disrespect Cantona by any
Hmm,
means. But the parallels I see between Cantona and Bruno यार मतलब
yeah.
in terms of what the player means for the team like
Hmm,
जो होता है ना like one crucial player who
hmm,
is sort of galvanizes the team to go on and win things and
hmm.
that yeah so honestly I would say there are two goals. एक तो his volley against Burnley, Johnny Evans assist.
जॉनी, आई न्यू यू बी पिकिंग दैट बिकॉज वो ना कहीं वैन पर्सी वाले गोल से बहुत सिमिलर है. वैन
हाँ, yeah,
बस वो डायरेक्शन चेंज था, वैन पर्सी ने लेफ्ट
correct.
टू राइट मारा था, उसने राइट
Yeah,
टू लेफ्ट मारा था, बट द फिनिश,
yeah,
द क्वालिटी ऑफ फिनिश,
unbelievable. Or I
अनबिलीवेबल।
would pick Liverpool ke against
ओह!
his.
नाइस, 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 नाइस।
Oh man, the long range.
लॉन्ग
He
रेंज।
saw, who was it, Kelleher or someone, Allison off
Kelleher
the
was
line. Allison,
Alisson was not there, Kelleher था आई थिंक,
Kelleher.
Alisson was not there।
And back,
तो
Bruno को बॉल मिला था कि Van Dijk is stepping back
हाँ,
thinking आगे
कि मैं
आएगा.
और ऑरा फार्मिंग करूँगा, तू आजा, मैं अपना वो ये दिखा के आई वुड ट्राई टू, उसको नहीं पता दिस गा किस बंदे से पंगा ले रहा है, ही इज़ अ फकिंग क्रिएटिंग मशीन, वो मार देगा
Yeah,
यहीं से, एंड ही जस्ट, और
he, yeah,
मतलब शॉट भी नहीं लिया, ही काइंड ऑफ जस्ट चिप्ड हाल्फवे,
sliced it. Yeah,
स्लाइस्ड इट एंड इट वेंट इन।
nah,
एक
he
वो भी
sees
है,
the game differently, man.
ही सीज द गेम डिफरेंटली। एक वो भी है जब हमने लीड्स को एनाइलेट किया था, दैट वेरी सीजन जब क्रिस्टियानो आया था, तो लॉन्ग
हाँ,
रेंज था, इट वाज अबाउट 30-40 यार्ड्स पे, जब उसने हैट्रिक मारा था अपना,
वो
एंड लॉन्ग
एक
रेंज से
फ्री किक
उसने,
मारा था एक.
नहीं नहीं नहीं, लॉन्ग शॉट था, 30-40 यार्ड्स का था, ही पुट इट
हाँ,
ऑन द टॉप कॉर्नर, एंड
yeah.
एंड वो ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड का जो एटमॉस्फेयर था, इट वाज टू गुड।
Oh man, Bruno, the goals he scored. I'm just going to watch his 100 goals one day. बैठ के एक के बाद
हाँ,
एक
आई
just
थिंक, आई एम श्योर यूनाइटेड वालों ने डाला तो होगा ही यूट्यूब पे।
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh man.
चलो, आई think this feels like the right moment to say our goodbye. Thank you
Yes,
everyone in the chat. Thank you for
yes.
interacting.
Thank you.
Thank you for showing your love to Shanmukh. जैसा मैंने mention किया है, please भाई का Instagram और Twitter जाके follow कीजिए. He is doing some phenomenal work and check out his artwork. और जो पसंद आए, please go ahead and make an order. So Shanmukh, thank you so much for being here. I hope you
Thank
had
you.
a good time.
भाई बहुत मजा आया. Thank you everyone who joined as well for your comments and company. It
चलो,
was fun.
wonderful. चलो, थैंक यू एवरीवन एंड सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो। कल मैं ध्रुव के चैनल पे दिखूंगा भाई लोगों, ध्रुव कुछ अलग प्लान कर रहा है, ध्रुव एंड मी विल बी स्ट्रीमिंग, सो डोंट फॉरगेट टू जॉइन अस देयर। आई थिंक इट विल बी स्टार्टिंग अराउंड 8:30 और 9, ध्रुव बता देगा अपने हैंडल्स पे। सो सी यू ऑल, एंड लाइक वी डू ऑल द टाइम बिफोर वी लीव एनी स्ट्रीम, वी से लेट्स गो यूनाइटेड। मैं और शानमुख लेट्स गो
Nice.
यूनाइटेड बोलेंगे और स्ट्रीम एंड हो जाएगी, मैजिक ट्रिक है हमारा ये। लेट्स गो
Perfect.
यूनाइटेड।
Let's go United.